Nitto Tire invited us out and helped test their tires on a track that was both on-road and off-road. We're testing today the Terra Grappler G2 and the Exo Grappler. We took the Exo Grappler out on the street and on the trail today. It was really quite interesting because the Exo Grappler is predominantly a tire that's made for off-road, but for long distances. It's made for the guy that does 100 miles on gravel road and then finally gets to work. Or conversely, some pavement and some gravel. It was really interesting how when we took it on the pavement, I expected it to be a little bit more noisy than, say an all-terrain, but it wasn't. It was just slight pitch that you could barely even hear, especially with the windows up, of course. Once we got into the dirt though, it really decided to shine. All the little sights on it and the alternating lugs on the outside really helped it grab the dirt, threw us up the hill, got us right into the corners where it grabbed really well, so you notice that it had both lateral and forward and rear traction, no problem. What was really nice is when we stopped it on a hill and I gave it some gas just to feather it up, expecting a lot of slip, but it wasn't. Even though this was kind of a gravelly slope with a bunch of little pebbles, it just kept crawling. And that's really the indication that a tire is both soft enough to grab, but hard enough to prevent it from chipping and cracking.
It works real well off-road. In fact, one of the last little obstacles we had was a slight climb with a little bit of mud on the bottom, so you get the tires nice and muddy, and you have to bump it at the top and turn hard left, hard driver, and you just feel that front end just pull right over. Those tires are gripping, just pulls it right over, no problem at all. The Terra Grappler G2 is amazing, in its own right. It's pretty quiet on the road. It's a super quiet tire. Off-road, it can hold its own. Loose dirt, no problem.
In the dirt, we had really pretty smooth ride. Of course, the Jeep Wrangler is a pretty capable vehicle on its own, but we really had almost no slippage with the Terras, which is the less aggressive variant, I'm told. We got through some pretty steep, sandy stuff with minimal trouble in four-wheel high. Didn't have to go to low at all. And with the Grapplers, we got up a lot of stuff in two-wheel drive and only had to drop into four into some really hairy, really soft stuff. So that was a plus.
We tried out the Terra Grappler on both off-road and on the highway. First I went on the off-road course and noticed that it's an all-terrain tire, but it was still hooking up really well. It has full depth sides, which allows the tread blocks to move front and rear, and even on the corners you can tell that it's grabbing into the dirt. Stopping on hills was no problem because it would still propel the vehicle forward. Now of course, it's an all-terrain tire, so it's not a dedicated mud tire, it's not for the hardcore off-road enthusiast, but it is supposed to have excellent tread wear, which is why it has a 50,000 mile warranty.